Hey there, it is Tomster here on behalf of Indie Structural Productions once again, and we are continuing onwards with building two guitars at the same time. This time we're going nuts. Excuse the pun, I am so sorry about that. So yeah, doing nut work. First things first, these guitars have a Fender style nut, so to speak. So there is this little gap that I need to clear out of wood. So I'm using a small inlay chisel to kind of clear out all the excess wood to make a cavity into which I can fit my nut. Now the nut material in question this time around is going to be brass. I love brass nuts. I've always liked how they sound and how they look. One of the major things about brass though, it is really hard material to work with because, well, it's really hard material. So make sure that you have really good saw blades and yeah, get ready. You're gonna be in for a whole lot of work. So cut out your blank that's roughly to shape and then start getting it to the right dimensions. So I'm using some, I think this is 120 sandpaper, using it on a flat surface to sort of sand away up until I get it flat. A very good way of doing this is also using a leveling beam, like so, and then going back and using a caliper to make sure that I'm getting closer and closer to getting it the right thickness to fit into the slot that I've made. So when you're making a nut, you're going to be going back and forth to check whether it fits into the nut slot perfectly or close to. And when it finally does start getting there, you start finessing. You can either finesse the nut slot, but always make sure that if you do, you finesse it from the headstock side. Because if you start messing around with it on the fretboard side, that means that you're moving the intonation point. This is something that you must never do because everything will go out of whack. Once you have that figured out, I use a half-cut pencil to draw out where my frets basically land. This gives me an idea of how tall my nut needs to be. And then marking out with the scalpel to get the right width for my nut. Now I've drawn out and marked out all the dimensions for my nut, so it's clear that the next step to do is cut away all the excess and work through to getting it the right shape. So cut off the ends and then use a really nice file to start getting that rounded over shape to follow the radius of your fretboard or the radius of your frets as well. The main point here is to leave the nut a little bit proud. So you don't want to go all the way to the nut line because, well, that means that you're kind of going to buzz out. You need to have a little bit of extra height to your nut. Then when I have the nut to the exact right width, it's always very important to go back and check on your instrument. But when I do get it to this point, I mark 3.5 millimeters from either side to get the bass E and the high E marked out. And then I use a nut slot spacing rule. Using your outermost nut slots, it helps you find where your other nut slots will land. Then I just go ahead and use my scalpel to score the nut and mark out where everything is supposed to be. Then once everything is marked out, I use nut files to kind of work my way through. First, I use the smallest one to score each slot and then move on to the different sizes or different gauges. The best way to do this is to lean towards your pretend headstock so that your intonation point is at the very end of your fretboard. In this case, at the back of the nut, so to speak. So you're leaning your file forwards. This means that you don't get a high bump in the middle, but you have that high spot at the back of the nut, which means your intonation point is at the end of the fretboard where it should be. Now it's very important as well that your nut feels comfortable to the player. You have to get rid of all the sharp edges. So using a combination of different files and sandpaper, you just round all the edges over once you have the slots done. Make it look as nice as possible so it feels very comfortable when you're playing. Then just using a little bit, you do not need a lot. Just use a very little bit of super glue to hold the nut in place and make sure you get it fitted perfectly. Well, that's that for this time. Hope you enjoyed. Click that like button, comment down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.